What's menopause and which HRT treatments work best? I'm Zainab, I'm the pharmacist from PillSorted Pharmacy, and I'll explain what menopause means, how do we treat it with hormone replacement therapy, and what you need to look out for. Menopause means not having any regular bleeding for 12 consecutive months. It is caused by a huge dip in our hormone levels, especially the estrogen, but it's not just the bleeding that gets affected. There's a huge amount of symptoms that is caused by this dip in our hormones. People usually ask advice about is the hot flashes and night sweats plus brain fog. By hot flashes, I mean you suddenly feel there's a radiator started in you, or you fall asleep and then you wake up drenched in sweat. For brain fog is that you walk into a room and you forget what you were there in the first place, or you open up your mobile phone and to check something but you don't remember what it was for. So it's hard to focus and it's hard to recall memories. But there's other symptoms as well, like low mood, low energy, body pain, weight changes we've covered already in a previous video, also skin dryness, heart palpitations, vaginal dryness, and symptoms like UTI. When we want to treat it, the good thing is with hormone replacement therapy we can replenish the hormones that are dipping, and there's lots of different things that we consider, but it's not just about relieving the symptoms. It's about protecting against osteoporosis and supporting our bone health and overall quality of life. Menopause symptoms can start in our mid-40s. It can take about a decade or two. It really is different person to person, and it can be a combination of any of these symptoms. The good thing is HRTs do affect relieving majority of these symptoms. How do we choose which one's the right one? When we want to prescribe an HRT, there's lots of different things that we need to look at. Your age, your weight, your lifestyle, also your family history. Is there risks for blood clots? Is there risk for cancer? Also your medical history. Is there any medication that you're taking right now? And what are the main symptoms that are affecting you? These are all the things that we can consider. It's really important to have these conversations with your doctor because the benefits of HRT far outweigh the risks for majority of women, and you do need it up until your 60s. So have these conversations, have a review of what you need and what are the symptoms. For the types of HRT that are out there, there are oral tablets, patches, and gels that you can put on your skin, coils as well. Generally, we divide them into areas. So if you have had a hysterectomy, so you don't have a womb, estrogen only hormones would be the important ones to go for. If you do have a womb, then there will be a combination of progesterone and estrogen that will be given. It's good to mention here that there's two other important things that can be used. So testosterone is actually produced by our ovaries too. It does have a huge effect in our mood stabilizing and bone health. This can be prescribed under specialist advice as well. Now, there's another thing about the combined HRTs, depending on your bleeding, so it might be sequential. That means that you will have different levels of progesterone for a certain number of days in the month towards another. That helps with the bleeding pattern of your body, and it might be continuous, so it's the same amount of hormone of both of them throughout the whole days. What are the side effects of HRTs? Usually the side effects are quite minor, so it can be changes in your bleeding, it can be GI symptoms like bloating. Some people say weight gain. However, weight changes are mostly because of premenopause and menopause, not that much about HRT. The other important thing that I want to touch base is that there are so many different options. If one is not working for you, please have further conversation with your healthcare provider. So it might be that the first HRT that's prescribed does not cover all of your symptoms, or you don't feel that well on it, but there's so many different ones. It's really important to find the one that works best for you. Usually we review the HRTs between 2 to 5 years, and it's important that when you get up to your 60s, then you review in the mindset that you might not need as much. But before your 60s, definitely think about HRT. As a recap, menopause causes many changes in our body. Hormone replacement therapy is a good way to treat those symptoms and actually protect us for our bone and heart health. Reach out to us for that safe clinician-led advice anytime. Thank you.